Want to learn how to do a mini facial at home and make your skin look fantastic in just an hour? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's Lisa, owner of Peaches Skincare. You can visit us at peachesskincare.com, and I also invite you to follow us on Instagram or Facebook to see a little bit more about who we are, who I am, and my or our holistic beliefs in skincare. So you may see mask on me somewhere. We did this whole video and we noticed a buzzing sound, and I have to do the whole thing over again. So this is real. This is what I am. I don't use filters. I have no foundation and concealer on my face. And I show you things holistically and naturally, and I don't lie to you and tell you it was a product that did it, but I went and injected my face and did invasive procedures. I'm going to show you how to do a facial today, just a little mini facial that's going to create a lot of change. If you're new to my channel, I'm 56. As I said, I wear no foundation, no concealer, and I teach you things holistically and naturally. And one of those is how to take care of your skin and create incredible changes. I'm going to start off by exfoliating. I exfoliate every morning and night without fail before cleansing. Exfoliating in its essence should be gentle. This is blueberries, coffee, pomegranate, hibiscus, and it is incredible for the skin and it is food for the skin. When we exfoliate, what we are doing is we are removing any extra debris, dirt, oil, dead dry skin, sebum, things that will keep your cleanser, which should be your face food, from doing its job. You just exfoliate gently. You can go a little bit longer than that. You do your whole face, neck, and chest. You may notice a little mark right here. I had to wear a mask to a doctor's appointment for over an hour and my skin did not like it, and I got a little bit of a pimple. Now you're probably going to see a lot on my face right now because it's our second video. But that is essentially exfoliating, and I'm always going to exfoliate over that area because I know that if you saw this in a video before or after this, I do all my videos in one day a lot of weeks. And so I'll put black Jamaican castor oil on here. It's already healed and drying, and just in a day, and that will really take away the discoloration. So you exfoliate to loosen. Those that tell you not to exfoliate daily do not work with skin. I am a holistic master esthetician of over 4 decades. I say this very humbly. I have 3 holistic skincare salons, and we have helped hundreds of thousands of people. And so I know how to take care of skin, and I don't tell you something only because it's good for me. So now I'm going to use Peaches Classic Cleanser. What you want to look for with your cleanser is you want something that is face food. This is grapefruit acid, sugar cane, and a lot of you that are Peaches ask me what the little granulars in it are because they think it's exfoliating, but those are actually jojoba beads that pop and moisturize because you're using fruit acids on your skin. These products are concentrated. You want to look for small batched, and they work. You will see changes immediately. When you're washing your face, now I typically am doing this in the shower, you want to use a nice firm hand. You want to get that blood flowing. You'll hear me say it all the time. Blood flow creates oxygenation of skin cells, creates collagen. And it really keeps your skin healthy, and when your skin is healthy, it functions better. It doesn't have to sit here and fight fungus and bacteria, which is naturally on our skin. It is when we create an opening for it that we have issues. And that would be with things like exfoliators with husks in them or walnuts, doing invasive procedures, doing things like microneedling. We see so many issues, and inevitably I will get a comment below where someone says, microneedling is the best thing I've ever done. You are an anomaly because it causes problems. And when you see people doing it and you think that they're creating collagen, be really aware that they're not also injecting their faces or doing other things. When we leave an opening for the natural fungus and bacteria on our face, to cause issues, it will. But when the skin doesn't have to fight all of that, it gets to do beautiful things like anti-age, create collagen, create blood flow, and that's what we want. So I've exfoliated to loosen, I've washed to feed. I don't believe in multiple washings or double cleansing. That's really a marketing term for the foundation industry who has you putting all of this junk on your face and needs you to get it off. But I do like to use Restore most mornings and some nights. When I originally made this product, it's an antibacterial, I made it for when people went to work out or when they woke up and they'd been perspiring all night, especially with menopause. And what we found is just with the way the environment is, with different things going on in the world, different air quality, that doing a Restore is an excellent thing to do after your classic cleanser. So you can exfoliate to loosen, and if you're a peach, you can wash with your face food and then do some Restore. Now, the next thing I do is baking soda. Baking soda has no value, or I like to say nutritional value, because I consider our products face food. You take some baking soda, you just get it a little wet in a paste, and you work it around your face. What I'm using baking soda for is to get rid of that callus layer on your skin. So we do our damage, or most of it, by the age of 20 to 22. And this is actually in the Journal of Medicine. Don't quote me where, but it is there. And essentially what happens is we as young boys and girls are not taught how to take care of our skin. You just want to put it on very quickly, gently exfoliate it around, don't be crazy. And so we don't take care of our skin by wearing a hat in the sun. We use poor sunscreen, bad skincare products. Maybe we use the bar soap that the whole family washes their body with. Ew. And so by the age of 20 to 22, and especially as women, we're told, oh, wear makeup or you're not beautiful. And so we start wearing foundations and concealers. And yes, when I was a teenager, I was a little darker than everybody and I thought I needed to be lighter, so I wore some foundation back then. A terrible mistake for my skin. When I was young, I had little bumps everywhere, which I call milia, or which are called milia. So it really does wreak havoc on your skin. So then our skin, largest organ of the body, it protects the bones and muscles. It regulates the temperature of the body, but it also calluses or thickens to protect itself. If there's something on my face, I apologize. So it would be just like the heels of your feet when you go to get a pedicure and they try to exfoliate that away. Your skin thickens, so it makes wrinkles look deeper. It makes dark spots really embedded, so you're almost seeing the tip of the iceberg. But the skin naturally wants to change every 28 days. And so what we're doing is we're helping that to happen by exfoliating gently and having baking soda mimic microdermabrasion. Everyone emails me all the time. Lisa, I found a place that does microdermabrasion, but they don't use the crystals. They say that's old school. It's not old school, it's expensive. When you don't use crystals and you use these handheld tools that are like files, you are creating an environment where you will create a superficial tear on the skin, bacteria and fungus will then activate, and you will have major issues. We see it all the time. You want it to be crystals, and baking soda at home mimics that so that I can help you to get rid of that callus layer. After we've done that, I like to pat my face dry. And I think I covered everything with microdermabrasion. I pat my face dry and I take some polish, which is based on sugar and milk, and I just work it around my skin in a circular motion. And I leave it on while I wash my body and do my hair, and I really let it do its job. If your skin is pink, if it's red, that's called your skin being alive, and it's breathing and creating oxygenation of skin cells. So let it do its job. Polish refines the skin. It is not exfoliating again, it is lightening and brightening. We base it on what Cleopatra used in a very harsh environment. Then I take a wet washcloth and I just gently work it off in a circular motion. For time's sake, I'll kind of go a little faster, but I do take my time in the shower. Go right over any blemish area. get right under your eyes. I do everything under your eyes. If you have an issue where maybe you did too much under your eyes, say you got your Ageless Night Serum, or maybe you're using tretinoin or a vitamin A too close to your eyes, just take a light layer of Vaseline and put it on after your moisturizer. Or even some castor oil, and you will see that heal so quickly. Okay, I probably have stuff all over my face, but that's okay. Now, if you're a peach, typically you would get out of the shower and use your apple cider vinegar toner, just like this. Or if you're not a peach and you make your own, you'd use your apple cider vinegar toner and then your pH toner to get the pH of your skin at a perfect pH. But for doing a facial at home, I want you to look and see if you have any blackheads. If you do, just push them out gently with tissue wrapped around your finger. And this is the time to mask. So there's a few masks I love. I love when you crush 6 aspirin and then you add a tablespoon of Manuka honey to it. It is a wonderful mask for your skin. You'll be blown away. I love when you do a tablespoon of turmeric and a tablespoon of honey, Manuka honey. It can't just be regular honey. Manuka honey is from New Zealand and it will have a UMF label. You want it from New Zealand. It's expensive but worth it. And that will help with melasma or any melanocyte damage. You will be shocked at how much it helps. But remember, variations are normal. It's okay to have different colors. I today am going to use Miracle Mask, which is pumpkin and papaya. It is a wonderful mask. I used to call it pumpkin mask, I think, but my clients started calling it Miracle Mask years ago. And I am just going to put that on one side of my face. If you're a peach, you know that I use this every morning. I hop out of bed, I wash my face with Restore, I put Miracle Mask on, and then I make the bed. And then after I work out or do whatever, that's when I start my AM routine. So that's Miracle Mask. Now I'm going to put on Milk of Magnesia. Now I keep Milk of Magnesia in this jar now because when Kent and I traveled last, I had my Milk of Magnesia in my little travel container. And what I found is that the water had almost evaporated out of it and made it much thicker. I looked at Kent because I was like, did I use the right word? And so I've been putting it in this container because I like how thick it gets. And this is how you'll put Milk of Magnesia on. Now, this is just a facial, but I wear Milk of Magnesia to bed every single night without fail. You don't need it quite on this thick. But essentially at night is when our body heals itself. It's when our body purges impurities out through some of the organs and through the skin. There are studies that show that sweat doesn't have a lot of dirt in it, believe it or not, but it is oil and it can be sebum, dirt, oil, dead dry skin. And they have also found toxins on the surface of the skin. So you want to be very careful. And those are studies that you can find studies all over the place. You can find anything you want, but make sure that you're looking for the right thing. But they do find toxins on the surface of the skin. And in fact, when I get men and women to exfoliate in the morning and really have a great AM routine, their skin changes dramatically within days. So wearing Milk of Magnesia to bed is helping to pull everything out of the pores, really hair follicles, helps to dry things up. It's anti-inflammatory, it's healing. They use it on bed sores in the hospital and on diaper rash on babies. And I swear it's anti-aging. I learned about this from a really famous lady. I'm not a name dropper, but I will tell you she still looks fantastic. And I think it's one of the reasons I don't have that crepey, wrinkled skin. You wear Milk of Magnesia all night long, and when you wake up, if it did bring out something, it'll be white, and you just push it out and clean everything up. And many times your skin is just tight and your pores look fantastic. So this is where I would stop my facial. I'd leave this on for about 15, 20 minutes, whatever time you have. And then afterwards, you'd go on to your apple cider vinegar toner, your pH toner, your vitamin C, and so on and so forth. Keep your products in a family of products. Our chemists work very hard to make them work together. Know that the FDA in our country looks for it to be safe, not the efficacy or does it work. So many products are watered down, and I have people tell me, oh, that's misinformation. That's not misinformation. This is my job. I've been an active master esthetician for almost 40 years. When you look for retail, it's going to be watered down. There's going to be a lot of color. You've got to be careful, and they are very big batched. Something from your master esthetician or your doctor that they make is professional. So Peaches would be considered professional. And something medical grade really should only be something your doctor is writing your prescription for. I hope this helped you. You will see such changes in your skin. I suggest doing your facials about every 2 weeks. We actually have clients come into the salon every 2 weeks and never going longer than 28 days because that's how much your skin is changing over cellular activity. So you want to stay ahead of that. You will see changes. As you get rid of that callus layer, you'll get rid of wrinkles, brown spots, and if you see any darkening, that is dead skin cells, and it will get better. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you try it. I just love you all being here. You bring so much joy to my life, and I hope you all stay beautiful naturally.